There is a giant slumbering within you, waiting to be awakened. A giant that holds the power to transform your life, to catapult you from the realm of dreams to the reality of success. What if I told you that this isn't just a metaphor, but a reality waiting to be unleashed? Today, we're exploring a book that has been the catalyst of transformation for millions of people around the globe. Awaken the Giant Within by the legendary Tony Robbins. This isn't just a book, it's a roadmap to success, a blueprint for personal growth, and a key to unlock your true potential. So get comfortable, keep your mind open, and prepare to embark on a journey that will change your life. If you're ready to awaken your inner giant, keep watching. Let's start our journey with a simple yet profound truth. Our belief systems shape our lives. You might be thinking, well, that's obvious, but have you ever stopped to consider the depth of this statement? Our beliefs are like the architects of our reality. They construct the world we live in, brick by brick. Beliefs are not just thoughts that you hold in your mind. They are the core principles that guide your actions, influence your emotions, and shape your destiny. They are the compass that directs your journey through life. Think of it this way. Imagine you're wearing a pair of glasses, but these aren't ordinary glasses. They're tinted with the colors of your beliefs. Everything you see, every experience you have is colored by these glasses. If your glasses are tinted with positivity, you see opportunities. If they're tinted with negativity, you see obstacles. But here's the exciting part. These glasses aren't fixed. They're changeable. You have the power to change the color of your glasses, to change your beliefs. And when you change your beliefs, you change your world. It's like stepping into a new reality, a reality where you are the master, where you hold the reins. Tony Robbins says it perfectly. It's not the events of our lives that shape us, but our beliefs as to what those events mean. So if you believe that failure is a stepping stone to success, you'll never be defeated. If you believe that challenges are opportunities for growth, you'll always find a way to rise. Now here's a challenge for you. For the next week, identify one limiting belief that's been holding you back. It could be anything. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. It's too late for me. Once you've identified it, replace it with a positive, empowering belief. For example, I am capable and deserving of success. I can achieve anything I set my mind to. It's never too late to start. Observe the changes in your life as you make this shift. You'll be surprised at the power of a single belief. The first step to awakening your inner giant is to believe that it exists. And once you believe, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Moving on from the power of beliefs, let's talk about another crucial aspect of personal growth: decision-making. Now you might be thinking, I make decisions all the time. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that every decision, no matter how small, has the potential to change the course of your life. Tony Robbins says, it is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Think about it. Every major change in your life came from a decision. Deciding to go to a certain college, deciding to take up a job, deciding to start a business, deciding to commit to a relationship. All these decisions have shaped your life as it is today. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all decisions are created equal. There are those everyday decisions like what to eat for breakfast or what to wear to work. And then there are those life-altering, giant awakening decisions. Decisions that push you out of your comfort zone, that challenge your beliefs, that demand courage and commitment. These are the decisions that lead to growth, to change, to success. They're not easy, and they're often accompanied by fear and doubt. But as Tony Robbins reminds us, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. And that action begins with a decision. So, here's your challenge for this section. Identify one area of your life where you've been hesitant to make a decision. It could be related to your career, your personal life, or even your health. Once you've identified it, take some time to think about what's holding you back. Is it fear of failure? Is it uncertainty? Is it the comfort of the status quo? Once you've identified the obstacle, make a decision. Decide to face your fear, to embrace uncertainty, to step out of your comfort zone. Remember, every decision is a step towards awakening your giant. So take that step. Your destiny awaits. All right, we've talked about the power of beliefs and the impact of decisions. Now let's delve into the concept of Neuro-Associative conditioning, or NAC for short. Sounds like a mouthful, doesn't it? But don't worry, we'll break it down. Neuroassociative conditioning is essentially a process of reconditioning your brain to respond differently to stimuli. It's about creating new, empowering associations and breaking free from old, limiting ones. Think of it as rewiring your brain for success. But how does it work? It involves 6 crucial steps. Step 1. Identify what you really want and what's preventing you from having it now. The first step is to get clear about your desired outcome and understand what's standing in your way. Step 2. Get leverage. Find compelling reasons to change now. The more emotional intensity you feel about changing, the more likely you are to follow through. Step 3. Interrupt the limiting pattern. The next step is to disrupt the old, disempowering pattern. This could be done through a variety of techniques. For instance, if you're trying to break a habit of procrastination, you could interrupt the pattern by doing a physical activity like jumping jacks whenever you feel the urge to procrastinate. The idea is to jolt your system out of the old routine and create a space for something new. Step 4. Create a new, empowering alternative. Replace the old pattern with a new, positive one. For example, instead of procrastinating, you could create a new pattern of taking immediate action on tasks. Visualize the benefits of this new pattern, the satisfaction of completing tasks, the reduction in stress, and the progress towards your goals. Step 5. Condition the new pattern until it's consistent. Practice the new pattern until it becomes automatic. Repetition is key here. The more you practice the new behavior, the stronger the neural pathways become, and the easier it is for your brain to choose this new pattern over the old one. It's like creating a new groove in a record. The more the needle follows this groove, the deeper it gets, and the more likely it is to be chosen. Step 6. Test the pattern. Finally, test the new pattern in your real life to ensure it works in different contexts. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you. And with neuroassociative conditioning, you have a powerful tool to harness your potential. We now arrive at a cornerstone of personal growth and success: goal setting. Tony Robbins once said, "Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible." Goals give us direction, they give us purpose, and most importantly, they give us a vision to work towards. But not all goals are created equal. To truly awaken the giant within, we need to set goals that are clear, compelling, and challenging. Let's break that down. Clear. A clear goal is specific, measurable, and time-bound. It's not just "I want to lose weight," it's "I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 2 months." The clearer the goal, the easier it is to plan and take action. Compelling. A compelling goal is one that excites you, that stirs your soul, that makes you jump out of bed in the morning. It's not just about what you want to achieve, it's about why you want to achieve it. The stronger your why, the more compelling your goal. Challenging. A challenging goal is one that pushes you out of your comfort zone, that demands growth and effort. It's not about setting easy, achievable goals. It's about setting goals that stretch you, that make you reach for the stars. So how do you set such goals? Tony Robbins suggests a simple yet powerful method: the RPM plan. RPM stands for Results, Purpose, and Massive Action Plan. First, you define the results you want to achieve. This is about setting a clear, specific, and measurable goal. Then you clarify your purpose, your why. This is about identifying a compelling reason that fuels your desire to achieve the goal. Finally, you create a massive action plan. This is your step-by-step roadmap to your goal, designed to push you out of your comfort zone and challenge you to grow. Goal setting is not a one-time activity. It's a continuous process, a journey. As you grow and evolve, your goals will too. So keep setting and reaching for new goals. Now let's explore another tool that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: the power of questions. Tony Robbins says, "Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better answers." Questions are like the steering wheel of the mind. They direct our focus, and where focus goes, energy flows. Think about it. When you ask yourself, "Why does this always happen to me?" you're directing your mind to focus on problems and obstacles. But when you ask, "How can I make this work?" or "What can I learn from this?" you're directing your mind to focus on solutions and opportunities. The key is to ask empowering questions. Questions that open up possibilities, that spark creativity, that lead to action. Instead of asking, "Can I do this?" ask, "How can I do this?" Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" ask, "What can I do differently next time?" But asking questions is just the first step. The next step is to listen, to be open to the answers, even if they're not what you expected or wanted to hear. Because often, it's the unexpected answers that lead to the most profound insights and breakthroughs. So, start asking better questions. Challenge your assumptions, explore new perspectives, and unlock new possibilities. As we continue our journey of awakening the giant within, let's explore a crucial aspect of personal growth, the language of success. This isn't just about the words we speak out loud. It's about the language we use in our thoughts, our self-talk, and our metaphors that shape our worldview. Tony Robbins emphasizes that the words we choose to describe our experiences significantly impact our emotional states and, ultimately, our success. Words are not just symbols for communication, they are containers of emotion. The words we use can amplify or diminish our emotional responses, shaping our reality. For instance, saying "you're devastated" instead of "disappointed" can intensify your emotional pain. Conversely, using empowering words, even in challenging situations, can shift your emotional state towards positivity and resilience. But the language of success goes beyond individual words. It also encompasses the metaphors we use to interpret and navigate our world. Metaphors are more than just figures of speech. They are lenses through which we view our lives. If you see life as a battle, you're likely to approach it with a combative, defensive mindset. But if you see life as a journey, you're likely to approach it with an open, explorative mindset. By becoming aware of our metaphors and consciously choosing empowering ones, we can shift our perspective and transform our lives. The metaphors we use shape our perceptions, our actions, and our interactions with others. They are an integral part of the language of success. So, how can you harness the power of the language of success? Start by observing your language. Notice the words you use frequently, especially in challenging situations. Are they empowering or disempowering? Next, identify the metaphors you use to describe your life. Are they serving you or limiting you? Once you've identified these, consciously choose empowering words and metaphors that align with your goals and values. Choose them wisely and watch as your language shapes your path to success. As we journey further into the realm of personal growth, let's explore a fundamental aspect that shapes our lives: our identity. Tony Robbins often emphasizes, the strongest force in the human personality is the need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. Our identity is our deepest sense of who we are. It's the internal compass that guides our actions, decisions, and beliefs. It's the narrative we tell ourselves about ourselves. Are you a victim or a victor? A follower or a leader? A dreamer or a doer? The answers to these questions form the core of your identity. But here's the empowering part. Your identity is not fixed. It's malleable. You have the power to reshape it, to redefine who you are. And when you change your identity, you change your life. Creating an empowering identity involves envisioning the best version of yourself. It's about defining who you want to be and aligning your thoughts, actions, and beliefs with this vision. It's about stepping into this identity every day, in every decision you make, in every interaction you have. An empowering identity is not about being perfect. It's about being authentic, being true to who you are while striving to grow and evolve. It's about embracing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and leveraging both to your advantage. Creating an empowering identity also involves cultivating a growth mindset. This mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and resilience. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for learning, viewing effort as a path to mastery, and treating failures not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to success. With a growth mindset, you bounce back from setbacks stronger, wiser, and more determined. We've explored the realms of beliefs, decisions, neuro-associative conditioning, goal setting, the power of questions, the language of success, and identity. Each of these elements is a key that unlocks the door to your potential, a step on the path to awakening the giant within. But remember, it's a continuous process of growth, learning, and evolution. It's about striving for progress, not perfection. It's about embracing the journey with all its ups and downs, its triumphs and trials, its joys and challenges. Tony Robbins once said, "The only impossible journey is the one you never begin." So what are you waiting for? Begin your journey today. Awaken your inner giant, unleash your potential, and step into the extraordinary life that awaits you.